What's up? We're a little late, but we're here. James, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm okay. Stressing out a little bit, but it's just a Thursday night. It's all right. Lewis, how you doing?
Pretty good. Excited to just talk a lot about Rockies baseball. I got the NBA draft in front of me too, so a lot going
That's a
on.
thing that's happening right now.
Yeah, yeah,
Kind of a big deal, I hear.
yeah.
I
A
mean,
little bit, a little bit.
is it? I hear that one guy's gonna be a bust.
It's a hot
Who's that
take.
one guy?
Victor Wembanyama, the 7'5" guy.
Wembanyama, who's your mama? Yeah. Did you see him throw
Already
out the
awful
first
timing.
pitch?
Oh, it was awful. Yeah, it's terrible.
But it was exactly what you expected it to be, right?
Yeah, fell down draft boards after that.
Baseball draft boards.
Yeah.
There's a better game going on. You're watching the draft. You got the CWS available to you. And you're sitting there watching the draft. You got Paul Skeens going against Rhett Lauder. I unfortunately
Oh
have
no,
not
I
been
got
able to
you.
watch as I give you a hard
It's on
hard
ESPN
time.
too.
Paul Skeens line: 103 pitches, 7 innings, 2 hits, 0 runs, 8 Ks. Rhett Lauder went 7 innings, 3 hits, 2 walks, 6 Ks.
They just kill kids in that. Like over 100 pitches, like every night. It feels
Why
like
not? Why not?
152 the other night for Stanford, right? That guy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I think Skeens went 110, 120 last time. Also, James, you remember when we were coach and we were in the state championship?
Yes, of course. I'm wearing the hat.
Yeah, go OG.
Yeah.
And we pitched our guy like to the brim.
Yep.
He couldn't even lift his arm up the next day.
Yep. Maybe left him in a little too long.
Yeah, gave up that one run. We ended up losing
I gave
to
up
a guy that
back home
should have
run.
been playing for us, but that's
He
not
gave
here
up
nor there.
back-to-back home runs.
Which you'll have that. It'll happen. It's all right. All right. Nobody gives a shit. Okay, so let's
Nice.
let's
Good
let's
transition.
do yeah, let's just move on, right? The CWS is awesome. The NBA draft is terrible, and we are here to talk Rockies. We got some random hodgepodge of things. We're gonna do a hall of very good players, a history lesson with James, and we're gonna talk some articles. Tyler's draft articles are always awesome. I kind of want to give some highlight to that. Maybe we make our predictions based on his stuff. And then let's end with a Rockies trivia, and we'll see if Lewis knows what he's doing. Actually, you created the questions, James. You can ask me and Lewis.
I know the answers to some of them, but I don't know the answers to all of them.
Oh, so you did find some.
No, I didn't look them up. I just know it because I'm smart.
Oh, okay. But like, how did you find the questions though? You just like typed in like
Don't worry about that. We can talk about that offline.
Mr. G.PDT?
No, it wasn't that one.
No, wasn't that one? It was a different AI.
Maybe. I'm not divulging secrets here.
All right. Okay. All right. So I think we have to do justice for the Hall of Very Good Players by doing a quick Mount Rushmore. We're not going to debate it because like the Mount Rushmore is maybe 3 deep. So we probably could get stuck on number 4. Everybody say your first name on the Mount Rushmore on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Todd
Larry
Helton.
Walker.
Todd Helton.
Got an echo. Okay. All right. Now say your second name of the Mount Rushmore on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Larry
Todd
Walker.
Now, this is where I don't even know where I'm going with this. Number 3. Yeah.
Okay,
Mount
so we
Rushmore.
all agree Todd Helton and Larry Walker locked in 1, 2.
Yeah.
1A, 1B.
Number 3. I think this one might be contentious. Number 3. 1, 2, 3.
No
Troy
one ever
Charlie
Tulowitzki.
got it.
Blackman.
Oh. All right. Number 4. 1, 2, 3.
Troy
Nolan
Tulowitzki.
Arenado.
Nolan Arenado. So Chuck is the one left off.
Well, there's a couple left off if you want to.
Well, out of the names that we just said, Chuck is left off, right?
Okay.
Chuck was my 3,
Yeah, but
but
like,
I'm severely biased. So,
yeah, that's your whole thing, right? Isn't
Yeah.
that the whole reason you're a Rockies guy?
yeah, only reason Charlie Blackman.
Yeah. See, I think Tulo and Nato are the reasons. Actually, Tulo and Matt Holliday I mean, obviously 07, right?
Yeah, Nato and Tulo obviously leaving in bad terms kind of makes it a little sour. But
I mean, okay.
holidays, somebody you could think about. Cargo, somebody you could think about.
Cargo, yeah. I'm glad you
So
said that. I should almost put. I think I want to take Nato back. I think I'm still salty.
okay, that's
Can I be
fair.
salty still? Can I still be salty about Arenado? Like,
Absolutely,
okay, I'm still
100%.
salty. I'm still salty about Nato. I'm taking that back and putting Cargo back on.
Okay,
I'm over Nato.
fair.
Fair. Okay. All right. Anyway, okay. So we did our Mount Rushmore. We have no idea who's on it. All very good players though. So who's like the next crop of next guys? So 2 or 3 of each. Let's just go 2 deep. We'll do a little snake draft. Who was like really really good for the Rockies, but does not get Mount Rushmore recognition type?
I
Right?
think
They're good
I
for the
think we need to
Rockies.
make. I think we need to go even deeper than that
Oh,
because like I said, you could just go, okay, well, if I didn't have Holiday on my Mount Rushmore, then obviously he's the next
no.
one up. No, you got to go a little deeper than that. I'm thinking like
Yes.
Ring of Fame, and
Yeah.
who's off the Ring of Fame at Coors Field.
Okay. Yeah,
That's what
that's
I'm
fair.
thinking.
And that's what I was thinking when I was talking. So I agree with that. I'm glad you're here. Glad you're here to clarify.
Yeah, you're welcome.
See, I'm just lost without you, James. I need you in my life a little bit more often.
You'd be surprised how often I hear that.
I would be surprised that
Yeah,
you
me too. Because that's
would
the
be
only time.
surprised. Yeah. I think I'm the only one that says that to you.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Ring of very good. We're gonna go snake draft. I have a number 1 or 2. I'm holding up fingers. Lewis, pick 1 or 2. If you get it right, you get to go
One.
first. Nope. 2. All right. So James, you're first. I'm going second because I was holding the number 2, and then Lewis, you're third. So that means you get to bring it back around.
Back to back.
So who's your guy and why? Go,
My
James.
first guy's gonna be DJ LeMahieu.
Ooh, good pick.
Gold Glove, second baseman, caliber, batting title. Never should have let him go. Could have been an all-time great Rocky, for sure.
Right. Yeah. It's in the defense, and he was part of the runs there that we were supposed to have, and he was a Rocky all the way through.
He was a founding member of the Coors Shield, if you remember that terminology.
I do not. Enlighten me. That's new to me.
The Coors Shield was back when we had Tulo, DJ, and Nato all playing top-level defense in the infield.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that's what we called it.
The Rockies market's not very big, so there might have been like 10 of them, but it was there.
Right. That's interesting. I like that. I mean, it makes sense. It's kind of like their own Avengers piece. Dang. Anyway, okay. Brad Hopp is my guy.
Ooh.
Yeah, kind of out there. He was there for the 30th anniversary a few weeks ago. It's just when I think Brad Hopp, I think Rockies, and I don't even realize that he played for the Rays or the Padres or the Angels at all. He was the Rockies guy. He was the right fielder, had a cannon of an arm. If it was online, that was cool. If not, I mean, it is what it is. And sometimes you'd hit a bomb and sometimes you strike out. And it was just fun to play with. So I remember.
He had
Go
a
ahead.
personality. He had a good personality.
Yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time hanging out. I mean, he had an 875 OPS with the Rockies. This was interesting. Over under 600 strikeouts and 728 games for the Rockies. Over under.
Over.
It's like the under.
Nope, over 643.
Yikes.
Big swing and miss. Loved it though. 111 RBI home runs, 145 doubles. Brad Hopp, he's in my ring.
Nice.
Yeah, I feel good about that one. Like throwing that one out there. Yeah, feel good.
That's a good get. Lewis, who you got?
I got way back in the day, Ellis Burks.
Yeah.
Nice.
This was back when every single pop-up went for a homer. So he only played for 5 years and over under 110 home runs.
Easily over.
Yeah, over.
115. Yeah.
Yeah.
He put monster stats. I mean, it's just one of those. Every player back then, I think they averaged like 9 runs a game at Coors back then.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that in just a little bit.
Oh, history lesson with James. A little preview there. I like that. Ellis Burks, yeah, he's a long forgotten Blake Street bomber. He's always the fifth one that people don't always necessarily remember.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly right.
It's awesome.
Then I think I have another pick here.
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
gonna make this one. Jaleese Chassin.
Ulysse
Many people may think of
Chassin.
him as last year, but he had like a 6 year run with us before 2009, like 2015 ish. He was pretty dominant as a reliever back then at Coors too. So puts him on the list.
I think Aaron and I actually saw Shashin make his major league debut. If I'm not right, it's either him or Nicasio. Might have been
Pedro.
Okay.
We saw Nicasio, yeah. But Yassin came on the came out that year. He was always good. I was never mad watching him pitch.
He's one of those guys that made a jump from AA straight to MLB. I think.
I did not know that.
Again, I might be confusing him with Nicasio. Dang it! I don't know.
I think
might have been.
I think Nicasio did because it was a rain. We were in the roof in the rock pile. I remember we were in the rock pile. We're all just sitting there. We're like, "Who is this guy?" And then we like kind of. I don't know if we had phones. Yeah, we had enough smartphone at that time. And we looked it up, and like sure enough, it was his debut. Yeah, I think that was a AA jump from Nicasio. Maybe we get Mike on it. All right, my guy. I am going in that same kind of realm there. Pedro Estacio. I think we talked about him once a long time ago, a few times, but came from the Dodgers over to the Rockies. I don't know if this necessarily meets what it is, but for me, when I think Rockies Ring of Fame, like to me personally, I think Pedro Estacio. Like he was decent for what the Rockies needed him for. Pitched in his late 20s, did his thing. Just it was never easy for him when he pitched. You never knew what was going to happen, but you knew there was going to be some strikeouts and some fireworks while he was doing it. I mean, 749 strikeouts in 827 innings for the Rockies. It's just it's a name that takes me back to feeling good about the Rockies, and like I think that's kind of where I'm at with this Ring of Fame. Like, who makes me happy?
Yeah, he's a gamer. He was the quintessential innings eater. Wasn't his stats really aren't pretty, but considering it's pre-Humidor Coors, like he was one of the better ones. So
yeah, he went 200. He went 232 innings in his age 30 season. 196 the next year, 169 the year after that.
Yep.
With a 200 before that between two teams. Like just a dog, man.
Yeah.
How many seasons did Pedro Estacio pitch over 200 innings?
How many seasons did he pitch for the Rockies?
I mean, in all. But I mean, that's a good
I don't know.
point.
I'm not looking at it, but
right.
I'd probably say 5.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4. But he went 196 and 191 in a few seasons.
Okay, that's 5.
Yeah. Okay, we'll count it. All right, you're right. James is correct. All right.
All right, my guy is another center fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Yeah. I know
led
why.
Led the league in triples one year. I was at the game where he stole. It was 5 or 6 bags against Chris Young and the Padres in his rookie year, tying or setting the record. Sorry, I'm not precise on that, but he stole at least 5 bags that game. So
yeah,
I remember too. It was like 30 degrees at Coors Field. It was
it sucked.
It was miserable. Yeah, it was miserable.
Were we sitting along the first baseline there? Was that a first baseline game?
Yeah, I was right up from the third baseline. No, I was first baseline. First baseline.
Yeah. It was
cold. Cold. It was raining. It just sucked. And then Dexter got on every time and just stole on Chris Young. It was nobody's business. I mean, everybody did,
right?
Chris Young, but it was fun to watch.
That was fun. Who's your honorable mentions for this ring? Those are some good names. I have like one in mind, and you guys can think about it. But EY Jr., just for just the history that he has with his name, the first home run in the Rockies history, and just being kind of that.
Are you talking about senior or junior?
Senior.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I thought you said junior.
I think we were there for EY Jr.'s debut also. But senior, I think senior would be around that list just because Rockies history and that kind of stuff. I don't think you can not go without mentioning his name.
Lewis, who you got?
Oh, I have one more.
As like my net, Jorge De La Rosa.
JDL, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He might be in the ring, bro.
He might.
I
If you look
definitely
him
would
up
be.
on YouTube, his first highlight is not even in a Rockies uniform. It's him on the other end of a Puig meltdown. So, so I thought that was pretty funny. But yeah, no, he played for like a decade in Colorado, which is
Yeah.
Yeah,
crazy. But yeah.
he's the Rockies' best franchise pitcher for sure, in my mind.
How about Kyle Freeland? Is he there?
I don't know if he's there yet.
He's definitely in the
He'll get there.
ring. I think he might be on the Rushmore at the end of this.
Freeland?
Yeah.
On Rushmore?
Why not?
I mean, I like the story, but
If
I
he
need
if
I
he's
need more.
if he spends his entire career as a Rocky and gets one more playoff push, I think Kyle Freeland would be Mount Rushmore eligible.
Okay.
He's signed to like 2028, so
We'll see how it plays
hope
out.
that happens.
What do you need from him? What
Well,
more do you need?
more wins than losses would be nice.
I mean,
A sub-4 ERA would be nice.
he's close. Is that
Yeah,
the
that
threshold
longer
for? Is that the threshold for Rockies pitchers?
Definitely.
Sub
me.
4.
It's got to be.
Is there any Rockies in his entire career with more than 4 seasons that has a sub 4 ERA?
Let me ask Mike.
I do not know if we're the ones to be doing this exercise. I just think sub 4 as a full-time Rocky career is not doable. And then you can't blame him for these more wins than losses. Like, get out of here. That's an old head stat. That's a stupid stat.
Okay, whatever.
Wait, you want him to have more wins than losses in a year like this year? Even if he does have a sub 4 ERA, is he winning?
No, but I mean, I'm just talking about his career in general.
He went 17-7.
Yeah, and he still has more losses than wins on his career.
So?
I mean, I'm sorry. I don't know what else you want me to say.
Hey, he only has 6 less wins. He's almost there.
Right. Take away 2019. Exactly. Take away 2019. Dude's a dog.
Yeah, and then incorporate the year that he got sent down to AAA.
Yeah, that was 2019.
Okay, so why are we excluding bad years?
Because this is the Mount Rushmore conversation. I can do whatever I want with that. Like,
I'm not excluding anybody's bad years to get on Rushmore.
He went 100 innings that year and got 14 decisions.
Okay, you're having
the year before.
You're having me do multiple things at
once.
The
year before, he went 200 plus innings and had 24 decisions. 100 extra innings from 10 more decisions.
All right, you're just
and that 6.73 ERA is definitely bumping up his career average. It's still not sub 4, but it's probably 4.1.
There is one pitcher that has a sub 4 ERA. There's another guy that's really close, and then there's another guy who is in front of Freeland that you're never going to believe is
Aaron Cook.
Nope.
Ramon Marquez.
Nope.
Yeah.
Like, I know Jeff Francis. Jeff Francis is my honorable mention, but he's not on this list that you're speaking of.
Nope.
Mike Hampton.
No. All right, now you're just being silly.
A pitcher that has a sub 4 ERA for the Colorado.
It's not Rockies. Sub 4. It's below Kyle Freeland's career.
And how long did this pitcher pitch there? Do you have that ready?
Yes, I do. He pitched 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seasons.
Jason Jennings.
Nope.
Oh.
You're never gonna get it.
I'm not.
I think I
Go ahead. You one more. Go ahead and say it.
Tyler Chatwood.
Yeah, because you're looking on your computer.
I had looking up.
Tyler Chatwood. Yeah, I never would have got that name.
All right, back to the topic at hand. The honorable mention. Is it my turn now, or are we?
Yeah, we're just spitballing, dog. Jeff Francis is on mine.
All right, my last one is Clint Barmas.
Yeah, I was trying to think of his name earlier. I wanted
the third or fourth Rocky shortstop that you would be able to pull up in your mind right away.
Yeah,
he always hit like 20 plus home runs. Not always, but usually had some amazing clutch hits, played good defense, was a fun player to watch.
You think he's still able to play now? Like, you think he can still go?
Dude, I guarantee he's in some adult league right now just tearing people a new one. Just for fun.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, that's a good name. I like that name. Colorado 704 OPS. Yeah, just I like that name. All right, any more honorable mentions before the history lesson with James? All right, James, teach us something, big dog.
All right, all right, I'm going to set the scene for you. So, can you guess before 2007, what was the biggest Rockies game in the history of the franchise?
Like, in what sense? Just like the biggest moment?
Not necessarily the biggest moment, but the greatest victory. The greatest victory. The most meaningful, most impactful, most exciting. So it's got to have something on the line.
Not 163 is before that?
Yes. Well before that. 12 years before that.
Yeah.
So I already gave you a hint.
Yeah, 1995. Yeah, so there's a wild card in there.
Yep. It's October 1st, 1995 in Coors Field, playing the San Francisco Giants, and the Rockies have to win to clinch the wild card. And they had a chance the night before to clinch it, but they lost to the Giants. And so they had to win that day. And just to set the scene for you, do you want to guess who the starting catcher was for the Rockies?
In 1995?
Yes.
No. I have
Joe
no idea.
Girardi.
Ah!
You want to guess who the starting shortstop was?
EY. No, he was second base. No, I don't know.
Walt Weiss.
Yep.
The Rockies needed a big game pitcher, and they actually had one. He was a 2-time Cy Young winner. You want to know who that was?
I know it. Freeman.
Nope.
Dang it.
Guy named Saberhagen.
You are taking me back. I don't remember this at all.
Okay.
I don't think Lewis was born.
No, definitely not. I was in I would have been in second grade.
Yeah.
Do you want to know who the manager was? I'm sure you can guess who the Rockies manager was.
It was Don Baylor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who was the Giants manager?
Bruce Bochy.
Nope. He's still managing, and it's unbelievable.
Showalter.
Nope.
Giants?
Wears wristbands.
Oh, yeah. Don Baylor. No. Don Baylor.
Dusty Baker.
Dusty Baker.
Baylor can't be the manager for both teams.
Dusty Baker, yes. Wow.
Yeah, absolutely crazy.
How's Dusty Baker still managing? It's been 30 years.
And you want to know who the 3-hole hitter is for the Giants?
Evan Longoria.
Stop. Lewis knows this one. 3-hole hitter for the Giants.
Yeah. 1995.
Barry Bonds.
Yeah, it's Barry Bonds.
Yeah.
So this game is
Nice.
absolutely nuts. If you want to see, you can actually watch this game on YouTube. And looking by the views on it, it's condensed to 30 minutes. Looking at the views on it, not many people have been watching it, and it's crazy for being the biggest game in Rockies history up till 2007. It is absolutely insane, and it is. I watched the entire thing, and it is 90s baseball, Coors Field, like to the max. So, Saberhagen, the go-to big game pitcher. Guess how long he pitched?
He went 7 strong.
No, he got yanked in the third. So by the time he gets yanked and the Rockies get out of the inning, the game is 8-2 Giants. 8-2 Giants. And the Giants had hit 2 home runs in the early innings that were the furthest I've ever seen balls hit at Coors Field. I mean, one was way up on the concourse. Another one was way up in the stands above the trees and the bullpen in right field. I mean, just absolute like 90s steroid shots. And there's so much crazy stuff that happens during this game. I'm not gonna, tell you every out. I recommend you go watch it.
We're watching it right now, James. Are you able to see your screen?
Yeah, I am, but I mean,
Okay,
we're not
yeah.
gonna watch all 30 minutes of it here.
I mean, we're gonna have it on while we talk. Why not?
It is absolutely just crazy. So the Rockies start making a comeback. It's 8-2. They're down by 6 runs. EY hits his 6th home run of the year, 2-run shot, get the Rockies back in it. Larry Walker has a great game. And so by the time the Rockies are getting back into this thing, in the 6th inning, Barry Bonds and Rich Aurelia, who's playing shortstop for the Giants, collide like on a blooper out to left field, and Barry Bonds gets pulled. And so it's a completely different game, probably if Bonds stays in there because you have no idea what's going to happen. But he gets pulled for the injury. And then the Rockies bullpen, after Saberhagen gets rocked, they only gave up 1 run, and the bullpen like really locked it down. And it was really exciting to watch, even though you know what's going to happen. But it is quintessential 90s Coors Field baseball, like to the max. It's a fun watch.
I think this is where they run into each other.
Yep, right here. And he gets cracked hard.
Oh,
yeah, right in the face. Right in the kisser. There's so many names to this. So the Giants pitcher, after he gets chased in the 4th, you know who relieves him? His son now plays in baseball, and he's a junior, so he has his name.
Lighter.
Yeah, Slider. Just a lot of crazy stuff. And before this, the Rockies and Giants had like major bad blood because in 1994, the Giants hit Galarraga in the beginning of the season on his forearm. His entire season was over. During this game, Galarraga, who gets a couple hits, including a double, is essentially on one leg because he's got a partially torn hamstring.
Nice.
It's a wild ride.
A little bit of everything here.
So yeah, the Rockies end up winning 10-9, clinch the playoffs. You know who they play in the playoffs?
The Giants?
No.
I don't remember.
The Braves. They run into the Braves, and I think that's the year.
1995. I should have known better.
The Braves won their one World Series, even though they won 14 straight division titles, but that's a different topic.
Right. That's fun.
Yeah. It was really fun watch.
3 errors. It's a real Rockies game.
Yeah, right.
And there's a couple relief pitchers for the Rockies, like Darren Holmes. If you ever got to see him pitch, he's got like this super, super over the top arm angle. It's a lot of fun to watch.
It really takes you back. Yeah. All right. I like that.
Back. I consider myself, a pretty good Rockies fan, and I really didn't know anything about this game. I knew they went to the playoffs that year. I know they lost to the Braves, but nobody ever remembers, or not many people, at least I don't remember that it came down to one game at the end of the season, and they won 10-9 against the Giants.
Right.
At home. And they were down 8-2. So
yeah, I wish I was old enough to remember this, because that would be nice. Just 162 before game 163. Like,
yeah, this was
all that moment.
Yeah, and actually I think that AL went to 163 that year.
They had to pay it's the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, look at this.
And you got to look at the fashion of the people in the fans.
Yeah. 1995. I remember I probably had a Rockies Tasmanian Devil shirt that I think every kid my age in Western Nebraska had.
I know exactly the shirt you're talking about.
I think that guy was wearing it right there. But this would be right around that time.
Yep, right here's a Joe Girardi double down the line.
I like that. That's fun.
So recommend the watch.
Recommend the watch. Yeah, that's a good one. I appreciate that. That was a nice little history lesson. Thanks, James. Thanks for doing that.
Welcome.
Yeah. And now let's bring it back to the future, the now, the future, possibly the future. Have you guys, either one of you, read Tyler's breakdowns of college bats?
I've not gotten to it yet.
I
No?
am not.
Okay. If you have an opportunity, get there because Dude Man did some work on this. He has these tables that gives you like breakdowns of like home runs, OPS, whiff, zone whiff, chase, like just typical Tyler fashion because he has all the data with it. But he has about 15 names, probably 10 names here that the Rockies could possibly pick.
Yeah, I got it pulled up.
With that number 9 pick. And so we did 2 parts. We just released the second part today. Shameless plug. Go ahead and just go to the link tree, click on it. But there are some guys, there are some hitters. So part 1 talked about the big normal guys coming in, like the top 10, top 15 of MLB's list. So that's how he kind of ranked everything, was based on MLB.com's top 10 list to how it might fit with the Rockies. Will these guys fall here? What might they bring to the table? There's like Jacob Gonzalez here. He's one that could probably come down, but he's probably going to go top 5. But this is just the kind of work that Tyler does very, very, very well, and I just want to kind of shout it out. But you both know who Enrique Bradfield is, right? No?
Educate me.
I was thinking, even if you guys are college baseball fans, like this would be a name you'd get recognized. He's the speedy guy. He's the speedy guy for Vanderbilt. The plays center field, has a million stolen bases, can play. If he were to get drafted, he could go to Coors Field and play just as well center field as Brenton Doyle is right now. He's a Gold Glove caliber center fielder, which Brenton Doyle, what he's doing, does not take away from anything when I say that, but it's Enrique Bradfield's that good. And I think maybe that's a nice little shout out to Brenton Doyle. But
I don't know, that 8.80 OPS is not all that appealing, to be honest.
Yeah. He's not bringing the pop. He's not bringing the athleticism that Brenton Doyle is hitting. And I don't know if you're being facetious, but an 8.8 OPS with the SEC Vandy team is not that high.
Well, when I'm looking at Nolan Channel from Florida Atlantic, and he's got a 1.483
that guy
OPS, I mean, that's insane.
I'm going to bring that guy up. He's my favorite right now. I kind of, after reading Tyler's stuff and doing all the work with this, Nolan Channel is my guy going forward. I think going with this, he's a third baseman outfield type. We have plenty of those. It's probably more of a first base outfield type, and just the walk rate, 25% walk rate, absolutely insane with that OPS power. As Tyler said it, he might be the new Barry Bonds of the college baseball, but his raw power is not quite that big.
Yeah, and that's funny. We were just talking about Barry.
I know, it's just full circle.
We were just talking about it.
It's a great minds are together. It's just I just want to emphasize again. I'm doing that thing where I just keep talking, but the work that Tyler does on this, where you can actually get a good breakdown of players that might be picked, might be chosen, that you might want. This is awesome. I love how he broke this down. He even did this with the pitcher stuff. Paul Skeens is not going to be available to the Rockies. There's just no way. But you're looking at Dollander, Louder, or there's one more name, can't remember, that are probably going to be available for the Rockies at the 9 spot.
What about Nolan? Is he going to be there?
Who's the guy with cargo swing?
This guy, Chase Davis. I'm just going to bring him up. Yep. This is every Rockies fan's favorite because he does have the Nolan swing.
Cargo swing.
Yeah, watch. I got you.
What about Nolan? Is he going to be there at 9?
Nolan Channel?
Yes.
He should be. He's projected as the best college bat in there, but he there's a solid chance he gets by and gets all the way through number 9.
Wow. That is.
Yeah, did you see how
he's cargo swing?
Yeah, look at this.
That thing is pretty.
Go results too.
The open stance.
That right there. If that ending piece right there doesn't scream cargo, I don't know what does.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
And then where it lands, like you just said, Lewis. Yeah. Crush.
Yeah, he's going to be all right.
Yeah. He's the one every Rockies fan wants because of the cargo thing. Not Not much needs to be said. Davis is a five-tool outfielder with huge upside because of his ability to impact and leverage the baseball. The fact that he raised his floor so much and alleviated concerns over his ability to hit just cemented his worthiness as a top 10 pick. So he might not be available in that time, but there's a possibility.
Well, I think Davis or Nolan is the way to go.
That's where you're going?
Yeah, definitely.
Tyler's big on Tommy Troy, second baseman from Stanford. Stocky young cat. Yeah, Tommy Troy, this guy.
It's a hell of a baseball name.
It's perfect.
Baseball doesn't work out country singing with a name like that.
There's just some bombs hit by kids nowadays. Wow. Could you imagine having that kind of bat speed at all? Add that kind of bat speed to anything you do in life.
I'm a slow pitch softball player, so just no.
How quick are those hands? It's just, and he pulled. That's an outside fastball. That's right down the plate. Never mind.
Yeah.
But being able to get his hands in and just fucking crush it, just insane. So go look at this Tyler blogs. It's great stuff. It's good stuff. You cannot go wrong with wasting some time reading this. There's just some good, knowledgeable information that makes everybody a little bit better, a little bit more knowledgeable of just the draft and college baseball. So go check that out. Had to get that in there. And then our other guy, Noah, he's dropping a piece tomorrow. He's going to drop tomorrow about the sad state that is the Colorado Rockies. So maybe we get into that a little bit before we move on.
Can't wait.
We are 8 games streak losing. Granted, it's to the Braves and the Reds, who are all good in their own right. And the one loss to the Boston to kind of get that going. But
at least that Nolan guy is pretty good.
Nolan, Rockies Nolan.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of him right now.
Yeah, he's the only thing I'm tuning in for at the moment.
Yeah, give me that and a Britton Doyle center field piece. That's what I'm tuning in, and hopefully a little Coco experience because that's our dog. But Lewis, you've been around. I haven't seen much good things with the Rockies as a fan. Yeah. What does this all mean to you? Is it, I don't know. Just what does it mean to you? Let's just go with that.
It sucked, man. It's tough to turn on a Rockies game and enjoy it. Like, it's just, there's a lot of injuries. We saw Connor Kaiser make a start. It's making the lineups really easy for me, the unique lineups.
Yes. Huge shout out to you. Go ahead. Round of applause to you for keeping up with that, as that started as a joke and like, yo, Mike, you're just going to do this. And you did it. And here we are 80 games into it, half the season. And you are
a lot easier than
every single day. Is it? You have a little system going?
Yeah, I got a little spreadsheet and everything. It's not bad.
All right.
But no, it sucks. Nolan Jones, though. I mean, he's the only thing we really have. Doyle, too. Coco's looked pretty meh after his first game. Ezekiel just had a kid. Congrats for him. But
that's strength.
I mean, everything. Chris Bryant should be back. Crone should be back. So.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's just individual stories at this point.
I mean, right. And my whole thing with this is exactly what we wanted as fans, right? This is what we wanted. We wanted the kids to play. We wanted the 100-loss season to happen. This is what we wanted. But James, why is this not what I want right now?
No, it is.
But why?
It's the expectation that aligns with reality. Anybody that was thinking we would compete or anything else just wasn't living on the same planet. So this was the best outcome.
Now here's my pushback to it. I don't think it is.
What?
Because Mr. Dick Monfort is going to sit up there and say, we were an 82 team. However, we've had 7 injuries to our starting rotation. We've lost our starting first baseman. We have our $100 million man on the IL the entire season. We would have been 82 if we didn't have injuries. That's what Mr. Dick Monfort is going to say when he's up there.
Well, who cares what Dick says because he doesn't have
It
any
kinda matters.
credibility. He doesn't have any credibility at this point.
Okay, you're not picking up what I'm throwing down. Lewis, do you pick up what I'm throwing down? Is anybody
I
listening to
mean,
me?
no. I mean, I get it. It sucks. There's gonna be excuses no matter what. I mean, Chris Bryant getting injured though is like sky is blue. It happens.
Yes.
But like, are you happy seeing Jorge Alfaro taking at bats for this team?
Not over Montero. No, but that's my point. That's my point, guys. Mr.
I,
Dick is up there just saying we would be good if we didn't have injuries. So let's just run it back the second half of the season. Let's just run it back in 2024.
yeah, but if your
Like,
primary
we're still
motive, is profit, and you're the owner
Yes,
or
blah, blah,
spokesperson,
blah.
if you're a spokesperson for a team, I mean, what would you say? What you're going to say? Oh yeah, we suck, man. This is horrible. I'm doing a
Yes,
bad job.
it's okay to say that,
They're not going to say that. That's
but
ridiculous.
it doesn't allow the narrative to say we aren't very good, Mr.
They're
Dick.
not going to say that.
But you can't think it now. It's not about saying it, I guess. It's more of what I want Mr. Dick Monfort to think is we're not very good, and so we have to make changes, right?
Okay.
You know, like how experience is your best teacher.
There's some wise words about that somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably in a book. I don't
Somebody
think
said that once. Yeah.
I don't think Mr. Dick Monfort has that bad experience yet.
I don't know, man. Go back to that 1995 video. You'll see Dick front and center in that.
Yeah, where is he now?
I don't know. He's still living off the high from 1995.
We're all living off 2007.
I'm living off Tony Walters beating the Cubs, baby.
Yeah, right. Give me Scott Oberg and Tony Walters, 2018. It's just I want I don't know.
Yeah, let's move on.
I needed more energy from you guys. Whatever, you guys suck.
I
there's
don't
not a lot
really
of energy
understand what you want
this
from
team.
that.
I just
Yeah.
want you to be on my side. Say yes, Aaron, you're right.
Yeah, you're right, but it's doesn't. I'm not excited that you're right.
Like, what if the Rockies would have played the kids from the beginning? We didn't sign Profar. We didn't sign Profar. We just had a Mike Tolley or Brinson Doyle at the beginning.
Not taking the bait.
Profar signing is the worst. Like 1 week before the season, too. $7.5 million gone.
Yeah.
If Dick loves money so much, why make that move?
Why sign Chris Bryant? I mean, good God.
We were in a win now window. Still are.
Every year's a win now window.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just the length of that contract is terrible. Okay, whatever. I hate you both. Whatever. Rockies trivia. Okay, let's end it with this.
Yes.
Let's have some fun before we get out of here in our Friday Eve night here. So, how do you want to run this, Captain?
Just ask the question and then see what happens.
Okay, so it's open to all of us because I haven't even read the questions yet.
The first question, okay. I have something to say after the first question, but go ahead.
Why is that the first question?
Go ahead and read it.
All right, brace yourself, listeners. In what year did the Colorado Rockies join the National League?
What's the answer?
1993.
Right, it's a trick question because they joined the Major League, not National League. That's AI generated questions for you. Okay, it gets better from there.
All right, so we're 1 for 1. All right, and what? So how many guesses to prove that we're wrong? So
you only get one guess.
Only get one guess each. One guess each. Okay. All right. In which year did the Colorado Rockies win their first and only National League pennant?
2007.
2008. 2007.
Ah, dang. All right.
All right, Lewis, you're out. You're gone.
Yep. gonna have to ask you to leave.
Survivor style.
He's gone. Which Colorado Rockies player had the most career home runs? Now, all right, finally, a fun question.
Yep. Most career home runs for.
Did you look these up?
I haven't looked them up yet.
All right, so you're guessing also.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going Larry Walker.
I'm gonna say
I'll
Todd
go
Helton.
Larry Walker.
I think Todd Helton.
Right, Todd Helton. Yeah, wait. Definitely Todd Helton.
All right, now let's see what our good friend Baseball Reference has to say.
It's gonna be someone that played 1 year and then racked up for the other team.
Yeah, most career home runs. Yeah. Todd makes sense. Todd has the most doubles. I know that.
Todd, yes, he's a unique person.
He's probably like 150 home runs higher than Larry Walker.
Yeah.
The answer is Todd Helton with 369.
Nice.
Larry Walker with 258.
Yeah, that was a terrible guess by me.
But Larry Walker has 383 career home runs. So
Colorado Rockies.
Yes.
Okay, so I get half a point.
I saved us there is what happened.
I thought we were playing individually.
We are?
Yeah. So like you and me, you have 3 points. I have 2.5 points, and Lewis has 2.
Okay.
All right, I get the half point?
Yes. Lewis only has 1 point.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said 1994. In 2008.
All right. What current Rockies player holds the team record for most career strikeouts?
That's Herman Marquez. No.
Jorge De La Rosa.
Yeah, Marquez passed Francis. Aaron Cook.
I'm saying Jorge De La Rosa. Lewis, who you got?
I was thinking of this the other way, like Batter, who had the most strikeouts when I read it. But I'll go Jorge De La Rosa. He pitched like 10 years, right?
Yeah. I'm going Aaron Cook.
Aaron Cook is such a bad guess.
It's tomorrow.
Okay.
Who do you say?
Lewis went Jorge De La
Herman
Rosa.
is second, and he's only like 40 behind somebody.
Yeah, he just passed Jeff. It's got to be JDLR.
Yes, it's Jorge De La Rosa with 985. Herman Marquez has 983.
Yeah.
So
where's Aaron Cook?
Is going to join him. Aaron Cook's a horrible guess. He was a sinker baller, not a strikeout guy. Aaron Cook's at 111. Kyle Freeland. Kyle Freeland's above him. Hang on. Sorry, I'm looking at.
Mike's wrong.
At the wrong thing here. Where did it go? Okay, here we go. Aaron Cook, out of the top 10, what spot do you think Aaron Cook has?
He's probably 12.
he's 10 out of the 10.
Yeah.
Sasheen, Jason Jennings of all people has more strikeouts than him. Freeland, Francis, Estacio, Jimenez, John Gray, Marquez, De La Rosa.
How did we forget Ubaldo? Ubaldo would be on the ring, right?
I mean, only no hitter maybe gets in there.
That has to get him there.
Yeah, and the near Cy Young win, all that. 2007.
That year. That 1 year. Yeah.
Okay. Which Colorado Rockies player won the National League batting title in 2001?
Todd Helton.
Yeah, it's Todd Helton. Yeah. All right, there it is. I got all 5, so I win.
All right. And, that was it. So James wins.
So my prize is in the mail, right?
Yeah, you will get a little sticker. Tiny little sticker.
I remember those. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, I still got them. You want one?
Can't wait.
Your way. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, they're so cute. This is a train wreck.
Hey, it's our first.
We're gonna finish before the College World Series does.
Good. I can go finish it. What's the count? It is in extras?
Yeah, top 11, 0-0.
Wow. Definitely wasted my night. Should have been watching that. Dang.
Okay, glad my own co-hosts going to be here. That's great.
Yeah, I'm sorry, James. It's not you, it's me.
Dude, not the only time I heard that.
Nice. All right, so we learned a lot tonight that I'm glad I do prospects and not Rockies history, because I'm a Rockies fan, but I feel so bad not knowing the Rockies history as well as much as I probably should.
Well, you're welcome for educating you.
Yeah, and I hope I learned something and every listener learned something every time we do this.
It's
So
one of the best games ever in franchise history. Everybody needs to know it.
yes, absolutely. 1995, October 1st, San Francisco Giants at Colorado Rockies, game 162, playoffs. It's a fun one. All right, let's end it, boys. Let's go have our night. Enjoy your weekends. Be safe. Don't make stupid decisions. And as always, go Rocks and the minor league affiliates. Woo!
There it is.